Hey everyone, welcome back to the Talk Lucy channel, your daily English practice. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Tom. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're new, subscribe so you don't miss our daily episodes.
So Tom, you look exhausted. What happened?
I tried to bake a cake for Lily's birthday last night.
Oh really? How did it go?
Well, I can make scrambled eggs, I can boil pasta, but a 3-layer chocolate cake? I could not do it. It was a complete disaster.
A 3-layer cake? Wow, that's ambitious.
I know. I watched a video online and thought, I can do this, it looks easy. But 20 minutes later, everything went wrong. My hands were shaking, there was flour on the ceiling.
Wait, flour on the ceiling?
Yes, the ceiling, Lucy.
Oh no, how did that happen?
Don't ask me. I honestly don't understand. I tried to mix the batter and suddenly it exploded everywhere. My arms were getting tired from stirring and the kitchen smelled like something was burning because something actually was burning.
That sounds like a total kitchen disaster.
It really was. And the worst part? I couldn't even get the cake out of the pan. It was completely stuck.
So what did you do then?
I called Lily's mom. She was able to rescue it somehow. She came over, looked at my messy kitchen, and in just 30 minutes, she turned everything into an actual cake.
Seriously?
Yes, I was standing there watching her like, how can she do that so easily?
Some people just have that gift.
Exactly. And while I was watching her, I was thinking about something interesting. I can cook simple things. I could make toast when I was 10 years old, but I was not able to make this cake. Meanwhile, Lily's mom can bake anything. She could make croissants when she was 20, and she was able to fix my whole mess in half an hour.
Tom, did you hear what you just did?
What do you mean?
You just used can, could, and be able to perfectly.
Wait, I did?
Yes, you did. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. How to use can, could, and be able to in everyday English.
Wow, so I accidentally introduced today's topic through my baking failure.
Sometimes the best introductions happen by accident.
I guess that's true.
So let's talk about these three expressions. They are all connected to ability.
Right. They all talk about ability, but each one is used a little differently.
Exactly. Think of them like three siblings in the same family. They look similar, but they all have different personalities.
I like that idea. 3 siblings. So who is the oldest?
Can is the most basic one. It's the everyday sibling, the one you see the most often.
So we use can for things we are able to do right now in the present.
That's right. For example, I can swim. I can drive. I can speak English.
So it's about present ability.
Exactly. Things you know how to do right now.
Like, she can play the guitar. He can cook Italian food. I can run 5 kilometers.
Perfect examples.
So the structure is simple. I can do this thing right now.
Yes, very simple and clear.
And the negative form is can't.
Right.
For example, I can't sing. He can't drive. They can't come to the party.
Exactly.
And based on my experience last night, I definitely can't bake a cake.
Yes, that has now been clearly documented.
Unfortunately.
But here's an important thing to remember. Can is not only used for ability.
Oh, right. It's also used for permission.
Exactly.
Like when someone asks, "Can I use your phone?"
Yes, that's a perfect example.
Or, "Can I sit here? Can I borrow your pen?"
Exactly. Those are all requests for permission, and someone might say, "You can leave early today."
Right. That means you are allowed to leave early. I remember something interesting about this. My English teacher at school always said can means ability and may means permission.
Ah, yes, the classic grammar rule.
She would always say, you can leave, but you may not.
Technically, your teacher was correct according to traditional grammar.
Really?
Yes, may is considered more formal and traditionally correct for permission.
But people don't always speak that way in real life.
Exactly. In everyday conversation, most people simply use can.
So saying, "Can I have a coffee?" is completely normal.
Absolutely. Nobody will correct you.
But if I say, "May I have a coffee?" it sounds more formal.
Yes, it can sound very polite or even a little old-fashioned.
Like something you might hear in a very fancy restaurant.
Or speaking to royalty.
Good to know. Luckily, I don't talk to queens very often.
Not yet.
Maybe someday.
Maybe.
So to summarize, can means present ability and also everyday permission.
Exactly.
So what about could?
Could is the middle sibling. It's a little more complex and a little more interesting
How so?
because could has several different jobs.
Several. How many?
At least 4 important ones.
Wow.
The first job is this. Could is the past tense of can.
So it talks about ability in the past.
Exactly.
For example, I could swim when I was 5.
Perfect. That means you had that ability in the past.
Another example could be, she could speak French when she lived in Paris.
Yes, that's a great example.
Or, when I was younger, I could run for hours without getting tired.
Those were the good old days.
Definitely.
I remember when I was younger, I could eat anything I wanted without gaining weight.
Same here. When I was 18, I could eat pizza, burgers, and ice cream all day.
And now?
Now, if I even look at a pizza, I feel like my jeans get tighter.
I know that feeling. Sometimes it seems like our bodies change the rules.
Exactly.
But notice something important. When you say, I could eat anything, it means it was a general ability in the past.
So it describes something that was true for a period of time.
Yes, exactly.
So could often describes general past ability.
Right.
For example, I could play piano when I was a kid.
That means during that whole time in your childhood, you had that skill.
Actually, Lily once told me something similar. She said she could play the piano beautifully when she was younger.
Really? Does she still play?
Sometimes, but she says her fingers don't move the way they used to.
That must be frustrating.
It is. She once told me she could play Chopin when she was 14.
That's impressive.
But now she sometimes struggles with simpler songs.
That must make her a little sad.
Yes, you can see it on her face sometimes. She gets frustrated when her fingers don't cooperate.
That's very relatable. Many people have things they could do well in the past, but can't do as easily now.
That's true.
What about you? What is something you could do before that you can't do now?
Let me think. When I was 12, I could do a perfect cartwheel.
Really?
Yes, but if I tried it now, I would probably end up in the hospital.
Please don't try it.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good.
But this is where things get interesting.
Why?
Because could has another important job.
That's right.
Polite requests.
Exactly.
For example, could you pass the salt?
Exactly. For example, we can say, could you help me with this? Could you close the window? Could I borrow your charger?
So when we use could instead of can for requests, it sounds softer and more polite.
Yes, that's right. It feels more respectful and considerate.
So if I say, can you help me, it's okay, but if I say, could you help me, it sounds more polite.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Imagine you are knocking on someone's door.
Okay.
Can is like knocking normally.
And could?
Could is like knocking gently.
Oh, I like that image.
Both are correct, but could shows a little more politeness and respect.
That makes sense. My friend Jake always says something like, can you come help me move this weekend?
That sounds a little demanding.
Exactly. It feels more like an order than a question.
But if Jake said, could you come help me move this weekend?
That would feel more polite.
Yes, it would feel more like a real request.
So could gives the other person space to say no.
That's a great way to say it.
When you use could, it feels softer and less direct.
So people feel less pressure.
Exactly.
I really need to teach Jake this.
Why?
Because yesterday he sent me a message that said, Can you help me move on Saturday?
No, please?
No please, no could, just the message.
That sounds very much like Jake.
Yes, it really does.
So now we know the second job of could.
Right. So what is the third job of could?
The third job is possibility.
Possibility?
Yes, could can show that something is possible but not certain.
Can you give an example?
Sure. For example, it could rain tomorrow.
That means rain is possible.
Exactly. Maybe it will rain, maybe it won't. We are not sure.
Another example could be, she could be at home right now.
Perfect example. That means maybe she is at home, but maybe she isn't.
So we are not certain.
Exactly.
What about this sentence? He could be the best player on the team.
Yes, that works too. It shows possibility, but not a definite fact.
So could often shows uncertainty.
That's right.
And it can also describe imaginary situations.
Yes, hypothetical situations.
For example, I could travel the world if I had more money.
That's a great example.
It's not happening now, but it's something I imagine.
Exactly.
Here's another one. I could sleep for a week if someone let me.
That sounds like you are very tired.
I am. My eyes feel heavy just thinking about sleeping.
Probably because of your baking adventure last night.
That is definitely part of the problem.
I believe you.
So now we know 3 jobs of could.
Yes,
But you said there were 4.
that's right. The fourth job is making suggestions.
Suggestions?
Yes. For example, we could go to the beach this weekend.
That sounds like a suggestion.
Exactly. Another example, you could try calling them again.
That means I am offering an idea.
Yes. Or she could ask her teacher for help.
So it's like giving advice in a gentle way.
Exactly.
So when we say we could, it's similar to saying, how about we?
That's a perfect explanation.
It's not forcing anyone.
Right, it's not pushy.
It's just sharing an idea.
Exactly.
I actually use this with Lily all the time.
Really?
Yes, I say things like, we could watch a movie tonight. We could try that new restaurant.
That's a very natural way to suggest something.
And it sounds better than telling someone what to do.
Exactly. You're inviting them to decide together.
So now I understand something important.
What is it?
Could is a very versatile word.
Yes, it is.
It has many jobs: past ability, polite requests, possibility, suggestions.
That's a lot of work for one small word.
It really is.
Now let's talk about the third sibling.
You mean be able to?
Yes.
This one feels more formal.
It does sound a little more formal sometimes.
It feels like it is wearing a suit.
That's a funny way to describe it, but you're not wrong.
So what makes be able to special?
Be able to is special because it can go where can and could cannot go.
What do you mean by that?
Well, can and could are modal verbs.
Okay.
Modal verbs have some limitations.
Like what?
For example, they cannot follow other modal verbs.
So I can't say something like, I can swim.
Exactly. That sounds wrong.
And I could finish the project also sounds wrong.
Yes, that's completely incorrect.
But we can say, I will be able to swim.
Exactly.
Or I have been able to finish the project.
Perfect.
And another example, I want to be able to speak English fluently.
Very good.
So be able to fills the gaps where can and could don't work.
That's exactly right.
So it's like a substitute player in sports.
I love that metaphor.
It comes in when can and could need help.
Perfect explanation.
So when do we use be able to the most?
There are 3 important situations.
What's the first one?
The future.
Can you give an example?
Sure. I'll be able to come to your party.
Another one could be, she won't be able to finish the work by Friday.
Exactly.
Because we can't say, I can come.
Correct. Can doesn't really have a future form.
So be able to replaces it.
Exactly.
But what about this sentence? I can come tomorrow.
That sentence is actually fine.
Really?
Yes, when we talk about the near future, we often use can.
For example, I can meet you at 3. I can do it next week.
Exactly.
So can works for simple near future plans.
Right. But in more formal situations, or when talking about the distant future, be able to is better.
For example, after this course, you'll be able to speak English confidently.
Perfect example.
Okay, I understand now.
Good.
What's the second important use?
The present perfect tense.
Can you give an example?
Sure, I haven't been able to sleep well lately.
Another example could be, she has been able to save a lot of money this year.
Exactly.
Because we can't say something like, I haven't could sleep.
That would sound very strange.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about the third and very important use.
What is it?
Past specific achievements.
That sounds a little confusing.
It can be confusing at first.
Can you explain it with an example?
Of course. Remember this important difference. Could is used for general ability in the past.
Meaning something you were able to do repeatedly over time.
Exactly. For example, when I was young, I could run very fast.
That means running fast was my general ability.
Yes. But imagine a different situation. For example, the building was on fire and she was able to escape through the window.
That sounds like one specific moment.
Exactly. She succeeded in that one difficult situation.
So in that case, we should not say she could escape.
Correct. Saying she could escape sounds like she had the general ability to escape, which doesn't really make sense.
So instead, we say she was able to escape.
Yes. Or we can say she managed to escape.
Both show that she succeeded in that one important moment.
Exactly.
So could is like a skill that someone has.
Right.
And was able to shows that the person used that skill successfully at a specific moment.
That is a beautiful way to explain it.
Let me try another example.
Go ahead.
He could play the piano.
That shows general ability.
And then we could say, after months of practice, he was able to play the whole song perfectly.
Perfect example.
The first sentence shows the skill.
And the second shows a successful achievement.
So thinking about my cake story,
Yes?
I said I couldn't bake the cake.
Actually, for negative sentences, the rule is a little different. Tom,
Really? How so?
when we use can't or couldn't, we can use them for specific situations as well.
So the rule changes for negative sentences?
Yes. For example, you can say, I couldn't do it. Or you can say, I wasn't able to do it.
And both sentences are correct?
Yes, both of them work perfectly fine when you are talking about a specific moment in the past.
Oh, I see.
The rule about could and was able to mainly applies to positive sentences.
That makes sense.
Let me show you the difference again. For example, I could swim.
That means I had the general ability to swim in the past.
Exactly. But if you say, I was able to swim across the lake,
That sounds like one specific achievement.
yes, it means you succeeded in that one situation.
But if the sentence is negative, both forms are okay.
Exactly.
So I can say, I couldn't swim across the lake.
Yes,
Or I wasn't able to swim across the lake.
both are correct.
That actually makes things easier,
How so?
because I only need to worry about the rule when the sentence is positive.
That's right. And don't worry too much about it.
Why not?
Because even native English speakers sometimes mix these forms up.
Really?
Yes, it's not a catastrophic mistake.
So people will still understand me.
Absolutely.
That's very reassuring. My chest was getting tight just thinking about all these grammar rules.
Don't worry. It's actually simpler than it sounds.
I hope so.
The best way to learn is to start small.
Start small?
Yes, the more you hear these words in real conversations, the more natural they will feel.
That makes sense. Can we do some practice now?
Of course.
I want to make sure I really understand this.
Great idea. I will give you a situation,
Okay.
and you choose can, could, or be able to.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Ready.
First situation. You want to ask your boss politely if you can leave work early today.
I think I would say, could I leave a bit early today? I have a doctor's appointment.
Perfect. You used could for a polite request.
The gentle knock on the door.
Exactly. Next situation. You are talking about your childhood.
Okay. I could say, I could climb trees really well when I was 8 years old.
That's a great sentence. When I was a kid, I was like a little monkey.
I can imagine that. I even remember the feeling of the tree bark under my hands.
Really?
Yes, it felt rough and strong.
Very descriptive, and your grammar is correct, too.
So could shows general past ability.
Exactly. Next situation. You finished a very difficult project at work yesterday.
Okay, let me try. I could say, after working until midnight, I was able to finish the design before the deadline.
Excellent. That is a specific achievement.
Because I succeeded in that one moment.
Exactly. Now, the next situation. You are making plans for next month.
Let me think. I would say, I'll be able to take a week off in April.
Good.
Lily and I are planning to take a trip together.
That sounds wonderful. And you used will be able to correctly for the future.
Because can doesn't really have a future form.
Exactly. So, be able to helps us talk about future ability.
Okay, what's the next situation?
You are not sure if it will snow tonight.
I would say it could snow tonight.
Perfect.
The temperature is dropping,
Yes.
and I can feel the cold air coming through the window.
Beautiful sentence. You used could to show possibility.
That means it's possible, but not certain.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm finally understanding this.
Really?
Yes, it's like the fog in my brain is slowly clearing.
That's a great way to describe it.
I can almost hear the puzzle pieces clicking in my head.
That means you're learning well.
I'm happy about that.
Now let's do our vocabulary review.
Good idea.
We learned several important words today.
Let's review them one by one.
First word, ability.
Ability means the power or skill to do something.
Example sentence, she has the ability to learn languages very quickly.
That's a useful ability.
Second word, permission.
Permission means someone allows you to do something.
Example sentence, the teacher gave us permission to leave early.
Third word, polite request.
A polite request means asking for something in a respectful and gentle way.
Example, could you please open the window?
Fourth word, possibility.
Possibility means something might happen.
Example sentence, there is a possibility it could rain later.
So we should bring an umbrella.
Good idea. Fifth word, general ability.
General ability means a skill you have or had over a period of time.
Example, I could run very fast when I was young.
That was my general ability as a kid.
Sixth word, specific achievement.
A specific achievement is something you successfully did at one particular moment.
Example sentence, I was able to pass the exam after studying all night.
That shows success in one moment.
Seventh word, manage to.
Manage to means to succeed in doing something difficult.
Example sentence, she managed to find a parking space in the busy city center.
That can be very difficult.
Eighth word, hypothetical.
Hypothetical means something imagined, not real.
Example sentence, I could travel the world if I won the lottery.
That is a hypothetical situation.
And those are our 8 key vocabulary words for today.
These words really help us understand can, could, and be able to better.
I'm glad this lesson helped.
Me too. I feel like these three expressions finally make sense.
Really?
Yes, it feels like puzzle pieces finally clicked in my mind.
That's a wonderful feeling.
I can almost hear the click in my brain.
That means you're learning well.
I'm happy about that.
Now let's quickly review everything again.
Good idea.
Can is used for present ability and everyday permission.
Could is used for past ability, polite requests, possibility, and suggestions.
And be able to is used when we need future tense, present perfect, or when we describe a specific achievement.
3 siblings.
3 personalities.
1 family.
I love that explanation.
Me too.
All right, everyone, that was our deep dive into can, could, and be able to.
Now we have a question for you.
Tell us in the comments.
What is something you couldn't do before, but now you can?
For example, maybe before you couldn't cook.
But now you can cook very well.
Or maybe before you couldn't speak English.
But now you can have conversations.
We would love to hear your story.
Try to use can, could, or be able to in your comment.
Show us what you learned today.
We love reading your comments.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
Don't forget to press the notification bell.
That way, you won't miss our daily episodes.
We upload new episodes every single day.
We'll see you tomorrow with another easy English conversation.
Until then, keep learning.
Keep practicing.
And keep growing.
Remember, you can do this.
You could always do this.
And you will be able to speak English fluently.
That was perfect.
I try.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.